Sullivan's Crossing just broke me. And I mean that in the most specific way possible. Because episode 6 gave us the one thing this entire season has been building toward the truth about Liam. And the moment we finally got it, everything that has been pulling Maggie in two directions became so much more complicated than any of us were prepared for. Let's talk about everything that happened in falling through the cracks. What Liam's truth actually means for Maggie and Cal, what that kiss is going to do to this relationship, and what that devastating ending with Ben and Tracy means for everyone at the crossing. Because there is a lot to unpack, and none of it is simple. First, Liam, and the truth he has been carrying since the moment he walked back into Sullivan's Crossing. The episode opens with him finally telling Maggie why he never came back. He says, "I should never have taken the assignment." And we will learn throughout this episode exactly what that assignment cost him. Liam was not a man who chose his career over Maggie. He was a man who was taken. A hostage situation, which is what those keloid scars on his back have been quietly telling us since the moment Maggie noticed them. He survived something horrifying. And what kept going through all of it, what he held on to when everything else was stripped away, was Maggie. He came to Boston to find her when he finally got out, and she had already left. And I honestly could not watch that scene without feeling the cruelty of that timing, not weeks apart. Not a decision either of them made. Just two people who loved each other and a world that kept putting the wrong obstacles between them at the wrong moments. And then Cal calls. Ben and Tracy have fled in his truck. And Maggie has to make herself put Liam on pause. She makes him promise he will not leave before she gets back and go find two kids who are running because they are scared of losing each other. I love that parallel. Because Ben and Tracy are running from exactly the thing Maggie and Liam lost to timing and circumstance. And you can feel Maggie carrying that weight in every single scene of this episode. Now, let's talk about Ben. Because this storyline has been quietly doing some of the most emotionally honest work of this entire season. Cal and Cooper find Ben on the road with a flat tire. And when Cal gets a moment with him away from Tracy, away from the chaos, Ben says something that stopped me completely. He says, "My birthday is coming up. I can apply to become Tracy's legal guardian. She is all I have got." And I honestly do not know how Colby Frost delivers that line with that much quiet certainty. This kid has decided that love means staying, that family means choosing. And he is willing to carry that choice at an age when nobody should have to carry it. Cal tells him it is a lot for someone his age. Ben says, "I know." And that is the whole conversation, because Ben already knows. He just does not have a choice. Meanwhile, Maggie is trying to navigate the hospital side of all this without triggering child welfare. She goes to Quincy and tells him Tracy is not at risk. He says she is not fully recovered. She says Ben has her medication and he is a good kid who ran because he was scared. And then she says something that lands so differently after everything she processes with Liam. She says, "Can you understand that? Running because you were scared of losing someone?" And Quincy pauses and says he can. He gives her until the end of the day to find them. I honestly love Quincy more every single episode. And then comes the moment that I am still thinking about. Maggie and Liam are at Vanjie's apartment looking for prescription records that might lead them to where she went. Liam suggests checking the medicine cabinet. Maggie goes into the bathroom, and she falls through the floor. Water damage has rotted the boards, and she drops straight into the basement. And Liam rushes down to find her. And she is okay physically, but something cracks open in that moment. She is sitting in that basement, shaken, and she looks at him and asks the question she has been holding for years. Why did you leave? Why did you not come back? Why did you not look for her? And Liam tells her everything. He came to Boston. She had already gone. He tried to move on. He could not stop thinking about her. He loves her. He has never stopped. And they kiss. And I honestly held my breath through the entire scene because this show has been so careful about building to this moment that when it finally arrived, it felt completely earned and completely wrong at the same time. Because Maggie is with Cal, and she knows it. She pulls back. She says she should not have done that, and she walks away. And Liam chases her, and she says, "I am with Cal." And then Cal pulls up. He finds Maggie standing outside crying, and she tells him she fell through the floor. And she does not tell him about the kiss, and I honestly do not know how she carries that silence into the next conversation, because Cal is right there. looking at her, trusting her, and she is holding something that could change everything about what they are. And while all of this is happening, Liam gets a call from his publisher. There are riots, Belarus, an assignment that will not wait. And Jack, his friend, tells him there is no sense keeping a torch burning for a woman who has moved on. Liam says it is not that simple. He has 2 days to decide, and we will see in episode 7 that he decides to stay, which means this triangle is not going anywhere. And I honestly do not know how Cal handles finding out what happened in that basement. But I think that moment is coming, and it is going to be one of the hardest scenes this season produces. And then the ending. After everything Cal and Maggie and Liam did to protect Ben and Tracy after the hospital, the flat tire, the apartment, all of it, police show up with child welfare before Ben and Tracy can even get their things. They are taken away, and Ben looks at Cal and says, "You are just like everyone else." And the episode ends right there. No resolution, no comfort, just a kid who trusted an adult and watched him fail to deliver. And I honestly could not breathe through that final scene. Because Ben did not say that to hurt Cal. He said it because he genuinely believed Cal was different, and now he is not sure. Episode 7 airs next Monday on the CW. The synopsis says the rift between Cal and Maggie widens as Liam decides he is staying at the crossing. So we will watch Cal start to sense what happened or what almost happened without yet knowing the full truth. And we will watch Liam make the choice to stop running. And I honestly think next week is going to be even harder to sit through than this one. You can watch Sullivan's Crossing every Monday on the CW. New episodes stream the next free on the CW app. If you need to catch up, seasons 1 through 3 are on Netflix right now. And season 4 has 4 episodes left. 4 episodes to answer every question this season has been building. Drop a comment and tell me, do you think Maggie should tell Cal about the kiss? And whose side are you on, Cal or Liam? Because after everything this episode just revealed about what Liam went through, I honestly do not think this is as simple a choice as it looked 2 weeks ago. And I think Maggie knows it too.